11th race field lined up, ready for the start. Here they come. They're racing. Bullet Bob out for the lead. Between horses, Somewhere Fancy and Scott Rocks. These three go out, battle for the lead. Punching through between horses to be fourth is Backer Lane from the Real One. Around the turn, three of them mixing it up here. Between horses, Somewhere Fancy, Bullet Bob, three wide. Backing off was Scott Rocks third. Then Backer Lane fourth, 5 lengths from Somewhere Fancy up the backstretch. Then a gap of 2 to the Real One. Western Dynasty, followed by Swing City and Gratian Hanover is the trailer. 9.5 lengths behind the leader, and that's Somewhere Fancy, who's very keen here. The opening quarter was clocked in 26-4. Somewhere Fancy and Dube is going to have to throttle him down here. Letting it by 2 over Bullet Bob. It's a gap of now making a break there was Scott Rocks. Somewhat compromised were McElwain and the Real One, but Scott Rocks off stride and has plummeted to last. Up top, it remains Somewhere Fancy, committed to the lead. Somewhere Fancy shadowed by Bullet Bob. 2 lengths back to McElwain third, then a gap of 3 to the Real One fourth. Western Dynasty sits fifth, 7 from the lead. Swing City is next, then Gratian Hanover, and far back after the break is Scott Rocks. They go a half mile in 56 seconds flat as they march up the backstretch. Somewhere Fancy trying to go all the way. Bullet Bob is right there at 9-1. Third is McElwain, soon to have open road. And then in fourth is the Real One. The Real One at 6-5 is going to have to quicken here. Then third over is Western Dynasty. But in the meantime, Somewhere Fancy gives them the slip here. 3/4 in 1, 23-4. A 27-4 third quarter. And look at Somewhere Fancy now, kick clear by 4. Outside McElwain, dropping back was Bullet Bob. 3 wide, the Real One. Then toward the inside, Swing City and Western Dynasty into the stretch. And Somewhere Fancy not letting up. Somewhere Fancy by 4. Then McElwain, the Real One. And on the outside, Western Dynasty. Somewhere Fancy brought his A game tonight. Second was McElwain. It got close for third. The Real One or Western Dynasty in 151-4.